So today I forgot my microphone, so I'll try to do less talking. This is probably a good thing, but Lisa just dropped me off, and yesterday was a hard day. And my legs are really tired today, and I just kind of jokingly said to Lisa, I can just, why don't I just quit this thing and let's go to Hawaii. She answered a little too slowly, so I might change my mind, so I'm still doing this. But it's another pretty day, and it's nice and brisk. Kind of a funny thing happened. I was talking to my friend Doug, who's going to be meeting me on the ride on the 19th, and we were talking about cramps, getting cramps in legs and stuff like that, and I probably kind of a little too whatever on myself, braggy, or I don't know if it's a brag, but I was saying, yeah, I hardly ever get cramps. I don't get them very often, and last night I was sitting in the chair working on yesterday's video, and I got seized with cramps, and I was kind of moved weird in the chair, got seized with cramps in my hamstring, like I have never felt anything like that before. And then as soon as that one happened, I moved a little bit and it went into the other leg, and I couldn't move. I had to lay on the ground and just wait it out. So Doug, this is for you. I guess that's payback for me acting like I never get cramps. So I got them yesterday in my leg, and it was not a fun thing. So I feel your pain. Let's see what else happened. Yeah, today it still has quite a bit of hills, so I may keep it a little bit short and heading towards Blacksburg. I'd like to get to 70 or 75, but if I don't, that'll be okay. The other thing I was thinking about is my my cute little grandson. Before I left, I was talking with him, and I said, "Are you gonna watch my videos? Do you like them from when I did last year?" And he said, "I know somebody who doesn't like them." And I said, "Who?" And he said, "My friend so and so." I said, "Why doesn't he like them?" And he said, "Because he says they're boring and all you do is talk about yourself." So that's I got a 0-star rating on whatever forum of professional critics rate my videos from Milo's friend. But I'll keep doing these, but I'll try to keep my talking as short as I can. I think that is about it. I just remembered the other thing I was going to talk about, though. Lisa and my niece Brooke has a son named Bennett Wolfgram, and last year after doing the Northern Tier, Brooke told Lisa and me that Bennett had watched my videos and liked watching them. So I guess I do have one person who likes watching these videos. So Bennett, this is for you. Glad you're watching, and you ought to talk your dad into coming down, and you two of you can ride with us for a little bit in southern Utah. See ya. So last year, I loved the way that all the little towns had the veterans hanging up on these little placards as you went through town. And I saw it in Ohio and North Dakota, a bunch of other states along the way, but I think it's really cool. So I just was back there and I ran into Eileen. I met her and her husband yesterday, and it was fun to talk to her again. She rides up ahead, sets up where they're going to camp, and then rides her bicycle back to meet him, and then they kind of go to the last part of the day together. And she told me that the ride even gets more beautiful here in 5 miles or so. This road has been a little bit busy off and on, so she says you get on a road that there's no traffic at all, so that'll be really fun. It's been such a pretty day today. What a great part of the course. As I was riding along, I ran into Taylor alongside the road and asked him if he realized that he lived in such a beautiful place. We ended up having a great conversation, and he told me the following story. What's your name?
My name's Taylor Nelson.
Nice to meet you.
I actually just moved here in February of last year with my wife, Caitlin. And we've lived in Botetourt, that's the county here, our whole lives. This is actually called Troutville. It's kind of like the sub city or whatever you want to call it. And so what else? We met in school at like a community college around here. And then we went and lived in Richmond, Virginia for like 6 years. We finished our undergrad degrees, and she went on to get a PhD in chemical engineering. And then as soon as we could, we came back home to Botetourt to just find somewhere to live. And then one day this actually popped up on Zillow, and we came and looked immediately. And that's what sold me on it, is once we got to the cliff, you could see the creek, and I was like, wow. It's like surreal, really, what it looks like back there. And then what else? Yeah, so it's a log cabin. It was built in 1995. When we first moved in, this was an entire bamboo forest, all right here was bamboo.
Yeah, you can see a bunch of it, yeah.
Where our greenhouse was a really thick bamboo forest.
Yeah.
And then over here is like another section of bamboo forest that the power company, we really got lucky, and the power company came through and just kind of cleared that whole like field for us.
Yeah.
Super fun fact about this property, and that I actually just cleared out. Do you want to come over here?
Sure.
We have an unobstructed view of McAfee's Knob, which is the most photographed spot on the Appalachian Trail.
Really?
It gets 50,000
So the Appalachian
visitors.
Trail's just right here?
It's right on top of that this ridge. Right
Oh, cool.
But it's the most photographed spot on the Appalachian Trail. Gets 50,000 visitors a year. Right here, you see this little clearing?
Yeah.
Right up,
Oops, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right up through there.
Right up there.
That is McAfee's Knob, that giant rock.
I can see
top.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
So I actually had to take out all that bamboo. Just
So the trail just kind of goes along those ridges over there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it goes there, and then on down through there.
Yeah.
There's actually a hike called the Triple Crown, which is Tinker Cliffs, McAfee's Knob, and Dragon's Tooth.
Yeah.
And we can actually see 2 of the 3 points of the Triple Crown. So that's McAfee's Knob.
Yeah.
And then over here is Tinker Cliff.
So cool.
You want to? All right. So you want to see the cool part?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what sold us on this property.
Oh, are you okay this being in the video?
Yeah. Just be really careful.
I can't believe this is so cool. Look at that.
It's a turkey vulture.
Oh, that was a turkey vulture. Yeah.
We actually have otters in that creek. I
Really?
saw 3 otters swimming up it the other day.
Oh. All right, I'm almost to the end of the ride. I only have about 1.5 miles left to go. It has been such an incredible day. This is, of any place I've ever ridden across the United States, this is probably one of my so far favorite trails to be on. This has been beautiful, and most of the time the road has been really nice with nobody else on it, or not very much traffic. I have had a lot of hills. I've already done 5,200 vertical feet. Still have a little bit more to go in that 75 miles. And then I've been fighting this headwind, you can see, for a good part of it today. You know what, I've hopefully have getting better about not worrying about stupid headwinds, because you're going to have them, I'll probably have them a lot in the east to west ride. Just I think it's part of the game. But incredible country. Virginia's got it going. Lisa's here to pick me up. She's been a good sport. She was stupid enough to marry me and stupid enough to do this twice now. So and she got me some
Diet Coke
and what's that called again? Chicken
salad chick.
Yep. All right, I'm done. It's been a good ride. Bye.